Hello there, friends. Welcome to the sinking ship that is this channel. It's always sinking. It's never gone above the waterline. And that's the thing that I think I've come to realize over the years, that it's never been a thriving channel. It's always been in the muck. It's always been a mediocre channel. So anytime I'm always looking at videos and thinking, whoa, man, this one's really doing terribly. They've always been doing terribly. There's never been a point in the channel when it's done well. But you know what? I'm still here. I'm still here. We're still queer and we're in gear, my friends, because today we have an action-packed show. And by show, I mean talk about some things that I've seen online. I know that this has a title of PigCast, but is it really? Is it really nutritional information for your brain? Or is it more the brain droppings of a short magician with daddy issues? I think it's more the latter than anything interesting. But we have some topics today that we're going to get through. Of course, it's been a week since we last met, right? And there's been some developments here. The title of this video is Petrol. Petrol, because of course the Brits have made fun of us again, my friends. Us being Americans, red-blooded Americans. I saw a video that just the thought of it still fucking pisses me off. But we're gonna get to that when we get to that. We also have another little speed dating thing. This one I'm not gonna watch the entirety of it, but just a couple bits of it. Ugh, God, why do we put ourselves through this? That's what I want to know. As society, why do we put ourselves through speed dating and these fucking shows that are recorded for millions of people to watch? They're getting more popular now. Lets me know that people thrive on this sort of stuff. And of course, a chess player using a magician's tactics in order to apparently beat the world champion. That's another thing that I see here. And by magician's tactics, I mean anal beads. Anal beads, the next in magician and mentalist innovation. So we're going to talk about that. Bing Bong, says Manel. I hope that I could...
Bing Bong!
Bing Bong. Yeah, I keep saying I'm going to update those, but I'm waiting for Daniel to bring back the device that we procured for ham radio. I was watching ham radios, by the way. I was watching some old PigCast and ham radios. Fucking awful. I don't understand what we thought we were doing there. Right? It was a terrible show. It looked like shit. It wasn't well structured. Right? There was always arguments because Daniel was just trying to piss me off and he thought that that was a good bit. Right? I don't understand. I don't understand what it was. Even that the last two. I'm like, this is awful. I'm just upset. I'm looking at myself. It reminded me of Opie and Anthony, but we still have an amicable relationship. So whereas they've split, I still have an amicable relationship with Daniel, where he calls me every couple days to tell me something that I've already seen. Yeah, Chess was using a butt plug and learned Morse code to know what moves to use. Allegedly. Allegedly. He used, I want to say he's using mentalist techniques because that's the next one. That's the next one that's in the line. I don't know what's that magic company that makes those electronic products that mentalists use, like the dice, right? That they have all these things that, it lets you know based on the vibration. The next one down the line is a magician butt plug. And if anyone doesn't innovate on that, I might just join that particular marketplace and see if I could sell anal beads to mentalists.
In that, it was done.
Okay. I keep getting reminded that I have a Brad Christian notification anytime somebody does anything on the channel, including subscribing. So I guess that's what that was, right? All my memes are dated. I've just realized this. All my memes, Bing Bong is dated.
Okay, let's go.
That's fucking dated.
Be better. Be better. Be better.
Be Better is evergreen. It's timeless. That's never going to be outdated. So I'm going to keep Bing Bong. But I keep waiting for Daniel to bring back the machine that we had so I could actually set things. So that's what I'm waiting for. Luke, what's up, dog? I had that video show up on my feed the other day. The one that you filmed for me where you cleverly said the 6 of clubs. Those who go on dating shows should be ashamed. No, they shouldn't be ashamed. They should be shot. they should be shot. There's a difference, right? I don't think they should be ashamed of them. If it was up to me, I'd take them out back and give them the treatment of Old Yeller. You guys are familiar with that particular tone, right? Spoiler, Old Yeller gets sick and he gets shot. He gets shot in his stupid face. Also, my ear popped. This is irrelevant, but my ear popped. It's been shitty for months now. And then it popped, and I hear color, essentially. I could hear everything. I didn't realize how loud everything was and how loud I was putting everything. So potentially pornography sometimes. I don't use headphones. So all this time, it's very loud. My goodness. I didn't realize that until, obviously, my senses came to be. This ear's still not well. This ear's tremendous. I could hear you in your respected country. Allegedly, they caught him with the vibrating thing in his pocket, I think. I'm not sure, based on the article that I saw. But just to start off strong, my friends, I hate this video, the one that I'm about to show you. I've seen it a couple times, and it gets me so angry, right? It gets me very upset because of the fucking attitude, right? And when I went to England, I noticed that there was a very interesting way of pumping gas, right? Dare I say, a novel way, a way that's different than the logical when it came to pumping gas. So this is a video that I saw. It's a TikTok, right? So you're going to have to indulge with me for a bit because obviously we know TikTok is the cesspool of society, but we can't not use it. I saw a TikTok, as a matter of fact, that said that TikToks have the same effect on your brain as slot machines, right? That same reinforcement as slot machines, which I think is accurate because much like a slot machine, it reinforces my love of girls shaking their butts of age, shaking their butts, and life hacks and funny videos and videos like this that came up on my feed and made me want to just punch through a window, made me want to kick a puppy, made me want to, I don't know, procure some sort of a self-defense weapon and self-defense myself. So ham radio is never coming back. It's coming back. I'm sure at some point we'll have a couple. But he has some stuff that he's doing, and he doesn't have sufficient time to relate to a show like that. So I don't know. Maybe I might just get guests and compensate for that, right? So every show I'll get a guest, and maybe that will take the place of a Daniel. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I might get Daniel as a guest, right, if he's not busy doing stuff. But here's the video. Ugh. Just the fucking attitude. I'm seeing this guy's face already. Americans pay for petrol. Ugh. God, let's just watch it. I hope you could hear it. I tested it, so you should be able to hear it. But let's just get to this right here. Ugh.
Americans pay for petrol before they fill up the tank.
Oh, they're so clever. Oh, one to judge.
How much do you need?
Okay,
What's it going to cost?
This is going to fuck you up. So I put this I put this on Twitter last week, and I said, how much do you put in? And this lady replies, goes, you just sort of guess.
Just sort of guess? Are you retarded? What are you talking about? Oh, fuck. Let's just watch the rest of it. I'm sorry. I'm already fucking upset.
Americans pay for petrol before they fill up the tank.
Just replays the same shit. Are you fucking dumb? Just Americans pay for petrol.
Americans pay for petrol.
We don't fucking pay for... We pay for petrol on the logical time. You fucking idiots. When we pay for petrol, right, you put the card in the machine. It registers your card. You take out the pump. You put it in your car. You hold the thing. And then it starts charging you, right? And then it starts charging you. It goes, all right, $20. You've put $21. Then you pull it out. It stops charging you. You put it back, and you're good. That's how we pump gas, right? Or you go to the cashier, you give him a 20, and you go, hey, put 20 on 10. And he'll put $20 on 10. There's no guesswork. There's exactly $20 that goes on 10. And you do this, by the way, before you pump the gas. We don't have a fucking weird system where you get the fucking magical pump You put it in your car, you put gas in it, and then you go pay for it. What? What's stopping me from just going away? Putting a piece of paper to cover my fucking license plate and just driving away at this free gas, essentially. Are you fucking having a laugh? Americans pay for petrol. This fucking smug.
Americans pay for petrol before they fill up the tank.
And then the fucking, what is that? I'm going to take petrol advice from Jabba the Hutt. Are you fucking having a real laugh? And then the comments. I'm so happy that the comments were so indicative as to the retardation of these individuals. About to get real patriotic. Most people use credit card. We prepay, and then it charges how much we actually use. Most of us pay with credit card. So most of the comments here, right? As a matter of fact, I would say 99% of the comments are just lambasting them and saying, hey, what's going on? You're wrong. Your way of doing it is wrong. Americans pay for petrol before. What? Am I fucking wrong? No, I'm not wrong. All right, you're wrong. So you're telling me that I'm not one in my system, my perfect system of pumping gas, which is you put in the card, you pay for what you use, and then you drive away. Your system is better where I have to go, I get the pump, I put it in the thing, and then I have to pay? No, and then I have to fucking go to the guy and go, hey, here's the card. No, I'm not going to fucking do that. I'm going to pay as I use it. I'm not going to use the honor code and then pump my gas and then go outside. What? I remember when I was again in England, right? And then I went and Turner was like, hey man, could you go inside and pay for the gas? Like, here's the card, go inside and pay for the gas. I'm like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Just pay now. Why can't you pay now? And then he goes, no, just go inside and when I'm done, just pay for the gas. I'm like, what? What do you mean? Why don't you? So I'm going to go inside. I'm going to pay the guy. I didn't understand what was going on. And then the second time he put gas in his car, I understood. Oh, it's fucking inbred logic. It's the logic of somebody who's had sexual intercourse with his sister and then made a son who then had intercourse with their relative and then made a daughter, and then that's the person that came up with the system. Oh, it makes sense now. Now it makes sense. Okay. That's when it took me to understand the system at play here. Well, after the second time, I'm like, oh, you guys pay for gas on the honor code? So what if I just take the pump, I put it in the thing, I pump it, I put it back, and I drive away? Try and stop me. What's going to happen? Your cops are going to come with your billy clubs? Let's see what the comments say. Luke, I know, is laughing because he's from that. They're having that fucking backward system. So we have a mix of that here in the lands of Portugal. Pay before or after. You could select how much you pay at the machine or do it as you do, filling up and stop. Exactly, right? You could prepay on the fucking machine and it stops. If not, you go in. If you have cash, you go inside. You go, hey, put 20 on 10. They know they put $20 on 10. You pump it. That's all you get. All you get is 20. Right? You don't guess. Look at I asked the lady and she just fucking guesses. What?
How much do you need?
Okay,
What's it going to cost?
This is going to fuck you up. So I put this.
Sorry. No, that wasn't the. She just saw a vegetable. I'm hitting the low hanging fruit here. I'm sorry, but I have to.
I was on Twitter last week and I said, how much do you put in? And this lady replies, goes, you just sort of guess.
You got the only fucking idiot to respond on Twitter. And it makes sense because it's Twitter, right? Nobody's going to respond with anything logical on Twitter. And then the fucking self-righteous. Oh, Americans pay for petrol.
Pay for petrol before they...
Okay. All right. My blood pressure is going through the fucking roof. They're Australians, not British. Hold off. The system is still the same, okay? The system is the same over there, I'm sure, as it is in your fucking part of the world, all right? Based on just the what? What do you mean go inside? It's probably where she keeps her debit cards. But then here's the thing, right? I'm here defending the red, white, and blue. And then in states like New Jersey, they don't know how to pump gas. In fucking New Jersey. I made a video on this years ago on this channel, as a matter of fact, on how New Jerseyans just removed the gas station attendant, right? So this is the next level of fucking idiocy, where you go and you don't know what to do because there's a person that you go and you go, hey, I'm going to put $10 on this. And they use the machine for you. The machine that, you had to take a night course in pumping gas? What? And then when they took these people off, they didn't know what to do. So they're there spilling gasoline everywhere, fucking just fountains of gas shooting everywhere because they didn't know how to pump fucking gas. So the idiocy works both ways. But at least the system here makes sense, okay? Let's see. That woman has a staircase where her chin and neck should be, says Anthony. Yes, I agree. It's quite thick. I could, it actually looks like sexable. It looks like I could have sex with it. It's probably where she keeps her debit cards to pay for her petrol. Says magical mediocrity. I think that's a good comment. I'm gonna pin that comment. That's a tremendous comment. Usually I've seen on channels that the pin is the pin of shame, right? It's like, oh, you said something dumb. I'm going to pin you so everybody can point and laugh at you. No, you've done the pin of glory with that particular statement. They sound Australian, so they are dumb fucks, says Michael Smith. You could often get people pressing the pump slightly so that it touches the $20. The look on people's face when they press too hard and it surpasses the amount. Well, we have the same thing here, right? Where you try to nail it. So it's chugging along and you only want 20, you fucking pull it away quickly so that it hits the zeros, right? The I guess quadruple zeros for $20. Let's see. You could steal $400 worth of gas and then haul ass. I like hold up. I read another one that was quite funny. Fuck. Did I skip the license one? Where is it? Pay for petrol, piggy. It's petrol. Where is it? Oh, oi, mate, you got a license for petrol? Stealing? Yeah, I figured that you probably need a fucking license over there to pump petrol, right? Because everything needs a oh, you need a TV license. What? And then you have to have somebody come to your house and verify that you're watching TV? I hope that's not a real thing. I really hope it's not a real thing. That's how you have to fucking have a television license. What? Ah, God, I don't want to go to your country ever again. I don't want to enjoy the hospitality of your country ever again. Back in the gap, that's how it was. Then you'd go 1 penny over, so you didn't have. The honor code gets you bankrupt. So we have a nice combination of stuff. To quote the great Houdini, Lamau, welcome to the PigCast. 99.99% of things makes Piggy mad. Yes, everything makes me upset. Traffic. If there's one thing that's going to get me a heart attack, it's car-related incidents. Traffic. People just don't know the rules of the road. Double yellows. It's easy. Again, you have to. I get that you have to take a course in driving, right? That's logical, but it's intuitive. If you see double yellow that's solid, you know you can't cross it, right? So why do I have people cutting off traffic, stopping the flow of the economy, just to cut it off so you don't have to go around? Be better, please. Oh, you fucking keyboard! I said be better.
Be better.
That also makes me unhappy. He was coughing up a kidney stone. Man, brutal here. Jesus. I think it's all right with that particular look. With all due respect, I rather talk about magic, says Ben Shapiro. I did see some drama, by the way. I saw some drama. I've been following that whole bit, right, with I forgot what the name of the individual is, but he has some beef with Penguin Magic, and he's saying that he gave him a trick, and then they apparently modified that trick a little bit, and then it's a whole bunch of drama. I saw the performance of it on Craig Petty's channel, and I think they're different tricks, right? It seems very obviously two different things. Similar idea, but very different execution. And then apparently they have a debate now with Perseus on Craig Petty's channel that I haven't gone through. I have not gone through. So I've actually been watching that. I was watching it before the stream, but then I realized, oh shit, I have a live stream to do. That's kind of how I do it, by the way. I didn't scratch my foot and smell it, by the way. I had an itch on my toe, and then I had an itch on my nose. All right? Get your fucking mind out of the gutter. She was coughing up a kidney stone. That should have been pinned, but I think the other one's better. Lamau, let's see. Gas is magic. Go put some rag and sniff it. You'll see what I mean. That's the other one too, right? I make fun of the Brits, but that seems to be actually, there's no way that's an American invention where you fucking do the whippets, right? Where people in jail, they get raid, like the bug killer. They put it on paper and they just fucking huff it to get high. What? Jesus, that might be an American thing. So you can make fun of us for that. Red Dead, if you want magic, check out the PigCake Magic Academy. $1 a month for a list of his best magic tricks and sleights. $5 for 2 to 3 videos and over 1,000 tricks of theory, sleights, and more. You already know, my friend. You already know. And growing. And growing. Right? It's never stagnant. It's always growing. I have a laundry list of things that I want to teach. I have too much things. I have too much on my list of things. But you know what? That's all right. It's better to have more than to have less. Grown adults arguing over pips being removed. Yeah, I'm sure you saw the video. I think I saw you commenting on that fucking video. Why is my toe so fucking itchy? But that one in particular is still rabbit hole that I'm going deep in. I don't know if I should put a video on that. I did do a video on what I thought was good drama that nobody fucking saw on the channel. I guess maybe the title also wasn't really that obvious. As to who Mr. Blonde was, I thought that was just a dumb little video, right? Who is Mr. Blonde? But I thought that was still an interesting rabbit hole, which was solved almost immediately with 3 phone calls. Not really a rabbit hole. I wanted to go deep and investigate, right? See, hey, who's this Mr. Blonde? Why is he releasing these controversial products in Magic? Then I realized, okay, 3 phone calls, and I know who it is. Not fun. That wasn't fun. Let's see. Hey, Piggy, if I buy your NFT, can I get a meet and greet? Depends if you don't want to murder me, right? I'm always afraid of certain individuals that had a issue with statements I've made in the channel somehow. Well, I'm not. They're all magicians, right? Let's be honest. I shouldn't be afraid of anyone that comments on these channels because at the end of the day, my friends, we're all magicians. What are we capable of? Really? Right? Not much. I'm sure not much. Please tell Michael Lawrence, says Ben Shapiro. I love Penguin Magic, free shipping. I'm a huge fan of Penguin Magic. They were the first magic company I bought from. But this guy has an issue. He has a little bit of beef. So I still need to go deep down that rabbit hole. EC, not that kind of magic. What rules of redistribution and accreditation when you bring out something new? That's the big debate in Magic, right? As much as I hate to be virgin-y, right? The big debate, obviously, is how do you know? What's the difference? There's no laws in Magic. It's all ethics. It's all, nothing's written in stone. It's all just, oh, if you do this, you're an asshole. But you could still do it legally, right? I could still release it unless I put some sort of patent on it. And then I release it, then you're infringing on my patent. But what else? If I could technically get a download from Penguin Magic Illusionist, and I could go, hey guys, here's a tutorial for the download. What the fuck? What's stopping? Right? Like, I don't understand. There's no law stopping that. I'm not impacting any law. I'm just an asshole because they're selling it. They're going down the right way, which is, you go through, you sell it, you see if people, you obviously invested in the product, so you're the individual that came up with it. So why would I? There's a whole back and forth on that. Let's see this one. Much love, El Piggy. Dope content. I feel like you have that copy paste. You have that set as a copy paste. Let's see. Gas is okay. I already read that one. But this upset me. I'm sorry if you to hanker back on this post. Ugh, the fucking petrol.
How much do you need?
Okay,
How much
this-
do you need? Let's go back to if I ever need sorry.
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores or just one.
What even was that? Oh
Coffee on
shit.
me.
I didn't even
Dope
realize.
content sign of the horns, medium light skin tone, cool full score droplet.
I didn't even realize I still had that. You could stop at 5 or 6 stores or just one. I saw a video explaining that, by the way. I saw a video explaining where that's from, and I can't believe it. I've used that video in videos for years, and I never knew where it was. But Jonathan here with the Mickey D's. What is that? I can't even see the thumbnail. You say coffee on me, dope content. Thank you for that. I'm going to use that for condoms for my sex. Ha! Right? Yeah. You know what I mean? Right?
Bing bong.
You know? But thank you for that. Hold up. Let me just go back to this. RQ. Just to get angry.
Americans pay for petrol before they fill up the tank.
Ugh. Okay. I'm good. I'm going to X that out, right? This is the one that has to do a little bit with magic, right? Because he is using magic methods, technically. So you could say that I'm reeling back to the overall theme of the channel, which is, unfortunately, magic trick. We have an article here by the fucking Guardian. I'm sorry, right? Maybe it's my distrust of anything media related, but I hate the fucking Guardian. I hate the Atlantic. Oh God, every one of these I just can't stand. But here they have an article as to this chess sort of fiasco, right? We have Carlsen versus Neiman. I believe Carlsen. Is he the world champion? Magnus Carlsen. Yeah, he's the world champion. And apparently he was bested by this guy right here. Pardon me, by the way, if I get some facts incorrect. I'm only telling you what I know. And if you could correct me, well, then you're more than welcome to, because I know dick fuck about chess specifically. But I do know a little bit about anal beads. And I do know a little bit about remote devices, right? Just because of magic tricks. So I guess this is what's happened allegedly is that there was a chess match, right? There's some top level chess match, and let's see if they actually mention that there was allegations of beads, right? One theory doing the rounds of the internet, popularized by Elon Musk. This is how I know journalism is fucking a piece of shit, right? Just to get angry here. He just made a joke tweet. He made a joke tweet, right? And then one theory doing the rounds popularized. Now, he wasn't the person that came up with it. He was resharing things that have been spread on the internet, right? The internet popularized it. He was just capitalizing on a meme that a chess player used anal beads potentially. But, God, fucking... I hate this dumb verbiage of journalism. Oh, this tweet sparks a debate. That's one you see often. Sparks a debate. Ugh. Gets me upset. They had a rematch and Magnus quit after 2 moves, adding to the rumor. Also, the beads was a joke. Yeah, of course. Right? Of course. There's not going to be a fucking anal beads. That's so stretching, right? You could cheat in 1,000 ways that don't involve sticking something in your bumhole. But that's what's making the rounds here. Organizers announced anti-cheating precautions, including a 15-minute delay to the broadcast and increased radio frequency identification checks. So they're doing that bit from, what's that, the psychic dude, Peter Popoff. If you remember that lore of Peter Popoff back in the day, where he would use radio frequencies to communicate with his wife, and she would tell him information about the people that he was getting, apparently the information from God. So he'd say, oh, are you fucking Miriam from 1497, this street? And she's like, yes, that's me. And he was getting the information from his wife using radio frequencies that they found. So I guess they have that, which is interesting. proceeded to lose or draw his final 6. No evidence of cheating was found. And I do believe that they scan them before. So if you have anal beads with some sort of mechanism in it that vibrates on a frequency to somebody connecting it, it would pop off in the scan. Pun not intended there. But he had vibrating anal beads to help him. Another suggestion was that he may somehow have leaked his opening preparation. Both are denied, but others have suggested who spends 10 to 12 hours a day may have simply been the better player of the day, which is probably the likelihood. That's probably the outcome. But I think people like to speculate that what's more interesting in this case, right? He just bested him in a game of chess, something he's been playing as a child that he spends 10 to 12 hours in, or that he uses anal beads to give him information. And then also he mentions, which I hate that they fucking hanker on this point, when he was a child, a child teenager, he was cheating in online chess. Right? Okay? So, it's a fucking child. Obviously, everybody cheats as a child in games. So they hanker on down and go, he has a history of cheating. History of cheating as a child. We've all done that. The other one that gets me, by the way, is these card games like Yu-Gi-Oh! Why don't people learn more magic methods to cheat at Yu-Gi-Oh? It's so easy. They don't even... So you mix the cards. I believe it's the poker system with Yu-Gi-Oh! Not to be extraordinarily virgin-y, but you shuffle your cards and then they cut the cards. I think. Or maybe they mix the cards and then you cut. Either way, you could cheat easily, right? Using any number of methods that we know. So I don't understand why more people are not doing it in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not hard. I think I made a video how to cheat in Yu-Gi-Oh! Or no, how to cheat on your tests using magic. Which, funnily enough, got some people that I used to teach watching that video. Let me read through here. Journalism used to be about journalists risking their lives and almost getting killed for the story. Now, journalism now is activism. That's the bit, unfortunately. Journalism is no longer the integrity of the story. It's my version of the story that I now have a wider platform to reach. It's gross. But I think it's always been some form of activism. It was just a little bit toned down. And then now it's just anybody's a journalist. If you tweet enough, you're a journalist by the definition. Homer Simpson says, anal beads. Let me go up here. Sorry. McRugged Piggy. It's just a reflection of being totally wrecked in life before cryptocurrency setting me free financially. I don't even want to look at what I have in crypto. It was decent, right? It was nice and padded. And then took a nosedive, Hulk Hogan. The Guardian is trash. Already read that one. Only thing I know about chess is that the horse can move up 3 and then 1 to the left or 1 to the right. Yeah, I'm not a fan of chess. I used to play with my brother back in the day, right? But we used to play. We didn't know the rules correctly. So the rules that we played were whoever eats the king first wins, right? So it's not like you have to trap the king. It's if you eat the king, then you win, which I thought was interesting because it's a more fast-paced way of, because all you have to do is just eat the king, right? So you could just play another one as opposed to, let me see how I could trap it using these things. So I thought that was a fun way of playing it back in the day. Hane said they had the rematch. That's all bull. They already do all those anti-cheating things. Yeah, which I agree with you, right? It'd be dumb. But it does get me a great idea for my next product in mentalism, right? As I mentioned before, how good is it? You have an accomplice with a remote, right? They could search you. Go, hey, look, people have accused me of using electronic devices. Look at my ears. I don't have anything, right? I don't have anything on me. I don't have anything on me. You're not lying. But I do have something in me.
Bing bong.
Of course, you wouldn't say I have something in me, but you could technically not lie and go, I don't have anything on me, right? In your head, you're going, I have something deep in me. And then you could get the cues from your partner, right? You could get the Morse code for the playing card. So somebody's thinking of a card. You could very easily look away, right? Oh, look, I'm not looking. And you're getting all the information and a little bit of, a little bit of a kickstart to your day. Right, a little bit of nice motivation to keep going. You know what I'm saying? A little vibraty, little tickle in the pickle, not the pickle. Man, this would be a car crash. This would definitely be a car crash. When I have the Stream Deck, I'm gonna put a car crash. So every time I bomb a joke, car crash, to steal a bit. The boner would give it away. Yes, Slatzer, you are right. The boner would give it away. So that would be the only part. But I could just say, oh no, I get really excited when it comes to my reading of minds. Michael Omar had a great bit. I hate to be virgin-y, but you know what? Magic Channel, I have to. I forgot where he was talking about your powers as a magician, right? That it's very important to establish the limits of what your powers are as a magician, because then that leads to consistency. It's a great lesson. But what I'm wondering, right? Like, oh, let me give you an example. So, okay, I could see short term into your mind very specific things, and the one thing that I've taught myself is playing cards. But I could only do it if I hurt myself. So if I get a pin and I stab myself, I could just see a flash. I know it's weird, but look, let me show you, right? That sort of thing. I'm wondering, I could read your mind, but I have to use my boner as an antenna. So just bear with me. Okay, now it's ready. What's your card? Say it, think it. All right, Ace of Spades. Got it. Perfect. Whew. All right. Deflate, please. Grandmother naked, dead grandmother naked, having sex. It deflates. So that would be an interesting little novel effect to the participant. That's basically the same, but you're allowed to miss. Your king is about to die, and it makes way more sense. I think you should be allowed to blunder the king. Okay, that was a previous comment that I read. False shuffling Yu-Gi-Oh cards, not palming cards, because Yu-Gi-Oh cards, you have to have the sleeves, right? Because apparently that prevents marked cards, but you could mark the sleeve. And especially now, with edge markings that have become popular in Magic, you can mark the edges, right? So you could see the fucking cards before you get them. That would be a smart thing to do with Yu-Gi-Oh! And then false shuffling is the easiest way of doing it. You false shuffle, or maybe you could shuffle their deck, taking little peeks to give them not an advantage, but the opposite. Jesus. I should know that as a college-educated individual, which doesn't mean anything in 2022. But you could cheat in Yu-Gi-Oh! Easily. I don't understand why I don't see more videos of that coming out. The media is the coin purses of society. I truly despise how they are so willing to vilify. It's disgusting. I just talk about my deck. I just talk to my deck of cards for world news. You're getting more from your deck of cards than any sort of major media publication. So you're good on that, magical mediocrity. I forgot he was even playing white as world champ. I'm glad that that's a very specific thing, right? I didn't know that was a thing, that you had the colors of it. But I've always loved that chess bit. And it's funny that somebody made it into a trick where you put the white and the black in your hand, and then you show your hands out like this, and then depending on which color you pick is whether or not you go first, or you decide if you want to go first. I've always thought that was great, and I think somebody made that into a bit where you could find the chess piece in the hand, right, using the standard Magic method. But that's the bit of this individual with his anal beads, which again, I'm going to probably end up pitching that to Illusionist. I'm going to pitch that to Illusionist while I'm pitching a tent, practicing, right? So think about that. I also need a zoom in. I realized I need a zoom in. I used to have a zoom in, and I don't have that anymore, right? So I'm gonna need to press buttons, and then it zooms in on my face when I'm doing something disgusting. You never told us the alternative colors of the TMP. Well, there were going to be two colors for the missing piece deck, which I'm waiting on USPC and Cardamundi to tell me their quotes. That's what I'm waiting on. I sent them emails and DMs. They haven't responded yet, but I'm waiting for that. And we need to make one more adjustment on the deck, but everything is going to be good. Just the size, alignment, and we're going to be good. I wanted to have 3 colors to come out with. I'm looking at them, by the way. I don't know if I could grab him here, as I mentioned. I don't want to show the other one. But this one I've shown plenty of times before. This is the main original flavor of the missing piece deck, right? OG. And we're going to have one more color. I don't want to have 3 colors. I think that's too much, especially for my first deck. I'm going to have other colors that come out later, but at least for the first ones that come out, they're going to be 2 colors. So this is one, and the other one, which I'm not going to mention until the Kickstarter. Which is unfortunate, right? I don't want to do a Kickstarter, but again, it being the first deck, I want to do Kickstarter, and then maybe do pre-sale the next one. Magic Antenna, not original. Houdini would hide the key where you're hiding your beads, right? Could you imagine? You'd have to be very, I wouldn't want to deal with any matter from that place. So you'd have to give yourself one of those enemas before. I'm sure they weren't, because they all smelled like shit back then without deodorant. When the day somebody gets caught bottom dealing in Yu-Gi-Oh, I hope there's a PigCast about it. I hope he uses this channel as like credit, and he goes, no, I just learned a technique from this channel. So this guy's short, he's a virgin, but you know what, he does magic tricks and he taught me how to do this thing. I hope that I get some credit when they get caught. Let's see here. Mario Lopez, says Anthony, I keep seeing Mario Lopez products everywhere, which lets me know that he's just using his chiseled face as means to try to get other people to buy pre-workout. I'm not going to buy Mario Lopez pre-workout. What? He has protein powder? Gross. Chris Ramsey made a chess trick. I believe it. But yeah, those are the, that's it. So it's going to be this one and another one. Manel. Let me go through here. Sorry, let me not skip comments because I don't want people saying, hey, man, Piggy used to look at the comments. Now he doesn't look at the comments anymore, as I've read on private Discord messages. That's basically the same, but you're allowed to miss the king. I already read that one before. Okay. All right. So, yeah, the next one here, I guess I wanted to briefly get into this. This does have to do with magicians because of the same level of awkwardness. I'm sorry, right? A quick little bit on this channel. I'm obsessed with this channel because they've managed to peek in and hone in on cringe that is manageable, cringe that I could tolerate, right? And usually that's very difficult because I have no tolerance for cringe. People say, oh, Piggy, you've made jokes that are racist. You're racist. No, I make jokes about everyone, right? If there's one thing that I am about is cringe. Right? I don't like it. I don't want it near me. Right? If I could eliminate cringe, I would. But alas, my friends, this is tolerable cringe. And you could see it from the sizzle that they used to start the video with. So let me just show you this briefly here. Red that says, damn it. Yeah, it's cut. Right? I'm sorry. 11.3 million subscribers. I haven't subscribed. But, man, is it good. It's just, look at just the first 6 seconds.
So what shies you away from not having a boyfriend? Is it yourself or nobody's pursued you?
It's kind of like it's never lined up with the right person. Oh, dang!
Bro. Homeboy comes in and starts off. You would think that maybe there's some sort of thing, right? Like, hey, so what usually prevents you from not working out? The instant that
shit... So what shies you away from...
The instant that shit turned red.
Suit you.
It's kind of like it's never lined up with the right person.
Not only did he hit it, but she hit it, and then he breaks it. Because of how hard. He's like, no, I don't want to be with this desperate bitch. Jesus. Ill. So he broke it. And imagine being her. Let's see what she does. Careful. Oh, so she's being like joking. Right? She's like joking, like, oh, whoa, dude. Meanwhile, this guy broke the machine to get away from you. Have you checked out the Piggy debate? I have, but I haven't finished watching it. When it comes to the entirety of the thing, I've only seen maybe like 5 minutes. Perseus just starts with an introduction. But I imagine it's interesting because Craig was very against the trick and the idea of it. And I was kind of like, just to kind of trend here, just to address it. I know it's virginity, but I was on his side because I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. Usually magic companies do that. Every magic company does that. But then you look at the effect and it's way different. He has a cover, she doesn't. Hers is kind of visual, his is a different way of doing it, right? It's misindexed, and it's just a cover for it using a frustration count, which is interesting. It is a novel method, and I'm sure most people watching are not going to see the difference in memory, right? They're going to go, oh, the thing changed, right? So most people are going to have the same memory of it, especially because the visual is technically the same thing. It's like, oh, you're doing this, and it changes. But hers is more visual because you see it, and then you rub it, and it's different. With his, you're doing this thing, right? Like, oh, hey, so, all right, so, and then it changes under tearing the card. Everyone done videos on this for a bit now. It's not a dating game. It's a competition to touch the button. It's a competition to reject the person as quickly as possible. That doesn't make sense, right? Why would it be a competition? I thought it would. Well, let's see. Let's see them introduce the premise here. RQ. By RQ, I mean real quick, right?
Welcome to The Button, a speed dating show. When the button lights up red, either player may press it and swap out their date for a new person.
Get out of here.
If two people can last on a date for 10 minutes, they win an all-expenses-paid second date.
This is the button.
There you go. Yeah, so the premise is if you hit the button, you reject the other person. I mean, I imagine with the people they have, it is probably it's probably a speed game. Get the fuck out of here, right? But the premise is still very sound in that you reject them if you want to. What the hell am I watching? Says Steve Wonderbrooks, right? Well, this one I got enticed by this particular video, which is a new version of the thing I talked about last week, which is the speed dating show that I can't get enough of because of the cringe, right? So you have these two people, and it's never amicable, right? It's never amicable. It's always this confrontational thing, and pretty much a race to see who could reject the other person faster. Well, let's see where this goes.
Hey, I'm Daniel.
I'm Joyce. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Joyce.
I like your sweater.
Thank you. Yeah, I love music.
Okay, so I'm going to take a bet here, and I think that she's going to press the button. She's going to press the button.
I'm a radio show host.
And who's your favorite artist?
I like Big Crit, Kendrick, something around.
And they're doing that thing, by the way. I think they both think they're clever, right? Where instead of like talking to somebody normally, like, hey, man, how you doing? Everything good? They're like just gesturing near the thing. Oh, I'm just going to put my hands here casually. Or I'm going to gesture. So when that thing turns red, I'm going to be there ready to fucking hit that shit. I'd love to see this with magicians. Although I think the magicians would be so awkward that they wouldn't even want to press the button. They would, oh no, I don't want to press the button, because then you're letting them know essentially what you feel to their face.
Around that, like lyrical type of deal. So what do you do?
I'm a designer.
Designer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Joyce likes to eat cheese and banana.
It's a great snack.
Together?
Yes. Like, have you tried it? It's
No.
like cheddar cheese.
Yeah, both of them right now are waiting to reject the other person, I feel. Right?
Like really sharp cheddar and like a banana, like almost right.
Oh! Oh, God. I mean, let's be honest here. Let's be honest here, right? I don't want to point and be mean about people, but let's just kind of take a look at this guy. She's a attractive woman, right? I guess she could be humorous. And homeboy here looks like he just got off of what game? Let me try to hone in on the right game that this guy plays. It's not something super like trendy. It didn't just come out. This guy's playing RuneScape. This guy's a RuneScape player. And not the new one, the old one. Right? And he says he'll argue with you that it's better. That's the vibe I'm getting from this guy. That's the cold reading I'm getting from this guy. Or maybe the information somebody's relaying to me using my magic anal beads. Oh, let's see what he says, by the way. Oh.
Daniel, why did you reject her? That was so soon.
Yeah, well,
I don't like the blacks. Could you imagine? Could you fucking imagine? Right? I don't like them. Oh, God. That'd be the best show. That'd be the best show where you get like a person that they find out somehow, and he just openly says it. Oh, God, I would die. He shouldn't have hit the button. I think she would have hit it. She would have hit it. See her hand, but it's also kind of this impulsive thing. Maybe I don't know if it would be a more. It wouldn't be better visually, but if you have the button under the table, right? So both of them have a button, and they could reject the person at any time because it's instinct. So if I see that thing, I'm gonna want to press it, and then if I see them reaching for it, even if I don't necessarily dislike the individual, I'm going to go and try to beat him because I don't want to be rejected. I rather reject. So why not have the button under and have them press it if they reject the other person? Obviously, they're going to know, right? And then maybe you could light up to know a light could come up behind him and say, oh, yeah, he's the one I rejected. And it's going to be obvious when they stand up and leave, the person I got rejected. So I think that would be better because then it wouldn't be, let's see who could hit the button there faster. Right, and it might encourage them to stick around and talk longer. Maybe that's just what I think. But she's a 6, but he's a 3. I think you're being generous. You're definitely being very generous there. He is a 4. No, did you say 3? Yeah. I'm an idiot. Sorry. He's a 2.8, right? 2.8 because he looks like he doesn't sleep. He doesn't take care of himself. This is the equivalent of him. Like this is the outfit he put on to go on a dating show. Yeah, 2.8. You said she's a 6. She is a 5.2. 5.2. For sure, 5.2. Jesus. See? Let's hear her.
Oh, why did you and your last girlfriend break up?
Well, it was a long distance thing actually,
6.
and
That's like 6.2. That's a 6.2.
I was willing to make trips to see her, but she wasn't willing to go see me.
What's too? Where'd she live?
Portland.
Oh, that's not even that.
I could have guessed that. I could have guessed that his ex-girlfriend lived in Portland.
I know, right? 3 hours. It was frustrating, you know.
Oh,
I even
please
got
do
a
it.
ticket once, like
Please
after
get
our
him out.
first kiss. I was just
Get him
driving.
off.
I was excited.
Did you make her pay for it?
No, I didn't make her
Hit it.
pay for it. That's mean.
Are you a good kisser?
Am I a good kisser? I think so. What about you?
I think I'm pretty good, yeah.
You think so?
I've never had a complaint.
No, 6.5. I like the way she said that. Kind of hot.
Wow.
Like, wow.
All right. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? He rejected her? Ah. God, that'd be the best thing he gets. Are you having a fucking laugh? Maybe, I guess, Portland. Makes sense, the type of girls he likes. The trip to the shallow grave was tedious. The road is foggy, my friends. If you reject, it costs you money. So you really have to hate the other person to reject them quickly. You know, I think that would work. But they get if they last, right? It's the part that's fucking retarded is that it's incentive for both of them to stick around, because then they win a trip, they win whatever the fuck, right? So why not just agree to stick around? Hey, you want to win the thing? Yeah, fuck it. Let's just agree to fucking not move this thing. Oh, you guys are recording? Sorry. You know, fuck. But no, of course not. Red Dead said the same thing above. About paying, let's see, what did Red Dead say? She looks like him with a wig and eyeliner. I don't know. She's manageable, right? She looks 6.5, especially after she said that, which is kind of attractive. But he should not be rejecting her, of all people.
Oh, that was close.
Oh, God.
Mackenzie, you've been rejected.
So close.
All right.
Why did you
Piano.
reject Mackenzie?
Oh, we weren't into each other.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah, you would be able to tell that, wouldn't you?
We were just waiting for you to go red.
Hey, how are you? My name is Carly. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Daniel.
So, how was your day going? Are you feeling nervous? Are you feeling...
I hate to say that he deserves to get blocked by her. Yeah, the skeleton's not only in his closet, but also in his trunk. I don't even know where you would get a fucking sweater like that. Where would you procure a sweater with a piano, all around piano print? Just let people know, oh, I'm into music. Yeah, I'm going to put it on my body. It's like when magicians, they wear the fucking cards and shit. Like, oh, I get it. They wear card polos, like polos of playing cards. You know what would look bad, by the way, is like a polo, but with a small, like a spade or like a small card thing here. That wouldn't look too bad because then it looks like a brand, right? Like a Ralph Lauren or whatever the fuck. But not an all-around print. It reminds me of this Instagram. I fucking hope I could find it. This guy kept calling himself a badass magician. Hey, badass. Like, I took a selfie with Paul Harris, and then Paul Harris is not even looking. Like, his back is turned, and he did that with a bunch of magicians. I hope I could find it because it's the fucking cringiest magician Instagram I've seen. Badass. But he had one where he's, like, matching with his buddy, and they're wearing, like, card fucking playing cards. I'm afraid to even say it because this guy looks like the type to probably murder you for making fun of him. Probably Amazon next to the blue and pink and purple Galaxy sweater. It's where I assume you get the sweater. Yeah, you're right. It's definitely an Amazon one. Let's see if she rejects him. I hope she does.
Feeling good?
You know, I'm a little nervous. There's this little thing that I've learned that a friend taught me that if you do get nervous, do a couple push-ups.
That's a fucking lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. In the same way, it's like she says, I learned a thing from a friend of mine that she says every time you get nervous, you just go to the gym.
And like get your mind.
Are you gonna do some?
Can I?
Yes, do some push-ups. Let's go.
Push-ups?
Yes. Wow.
Oh! I can't believe. I can't fucking believe. Not only how she did it, but the dirtiness of the people organizing this whole fucking shindig. While he's doing push-ups, they knew what they were doing. They're like, this fucking guy's been on too long. Can't have this guy any longer. Button. And she, I guess she was very unimpressed by his fucking technique, which I'm sure is incorrect. But fucking terrible angles there. Maybe they should have a second camera angle there, maybe. Right, please. She never gets nervous. Is he discreetly telling her that she should do some push-ups? A couple push-ups, the most push-ups he could do. Accurate. They do that in prison. If they're too tired, they make you do push-ups and beat you. Jesus. All right. Thank you for that lovely bit of insight as to prison life. I don't know if I should keep watching this. I want to. Let's do it again. Let's see how this concludes here.
Amazing. Do you feel less nervous?
I do, actually.
Why did you reject Daniel?
I didn't think he was very attractive. I didn't like his.
Today we deliver for the.
We got a fucking Ron DeSantis bit here.
Piano sweatshirt either very much. I love the piano, just not the sweatshirt.
Oh, all right. So she was accurate there, right? So she hit him based on his things. Although it is the blind rejecting the blind, don't you think? Right at this point. He also looks very nervous individual there. Anyone catch the reboot last night on Hulu? I haven't seen it. What have I been watching? I've been watching these YouTube channels on Mexican cartels and their leaders. And oh my goodness, makes you never want to go to Mexico. I understand, oh, Piggy has a stereotype. No. Like in Juarez, in Sinaloa. No, thank you. I'm good.
Hey, my name is Carly. What's your name?
Okay, I'm going to end that there. I don't want to watch the rest of this fucking thing because I'm just going to lose my mind. I can't believe they did him that dirty. But you know what? He deserved it. Gross. The fucking piano sweatshirt, right? If you're going to go to these things, go presentable, right? Go put on a nice polo, a nice shirt, some pants, some fitted pants. Homeboy puts on a piano print, all around sweat. Are you having a fucking laugh? Petrol. In America, they put petrol. Ugh. Fuck. Fat woman equals short man. Right? Wouldn't that be if I was on a show, they'd be like, man, he's funny. He's, cute. Interesting. but unfortunately he is short. But I could see his penis through his pants though, so I didn't reject him. Short kings, by the way, we're a thing. We're a thing. All right, don't think that people deny people like me because we're short. Stevie Wonder Brooks. All right, we have a niche, especially in the niche of these weird giant women that are obsessed with short men. That's where I want to thrive. I want a woman to conquer me that is like 6'2". That's what I want in life. That would mean that would be what we in the business call the show. Would be if I get with a 6'2", 6'2" chick. Let's see. She's a master of misdirection. She got magic in them chub rolls. In them chub rolls. You got it. Got it. She definitely hit him with the misdirection bit. My goodness. Let's see what she does here. She shakes this guy's hand. I'm gonna quit this before I fucking get too invested in that particular video. Short men have a small niche. I don't like your bits here, Steve. Okay, I don't like your bits. Okay, you're heightist. You're being a height elitist. You're being an ableist. That's that goes against the code of 2022 under our president. Okay, you can't be mean to people that are less fortunate than you when it comes to height. Okay, and look, Steve Wonder Brooks. If you are Steve Wonder or Steve Brooks, right? I don't think you should be saying anything. Okay, with your ramen noodle haircut and your birth. I know a Mexican Marine that works for the Mexican government. It's pretty dark. The cartels are extremely skilled and experienced in for their professional. Well, the thing is that the Marines are different than the police there, and then the Marines, from my understanding, are the ones that have taken up police work because they're less corruptible, right? They're less corruptible. Could you imagine, right? Oh, why do you have the army, police? Why do you guys have cops? Oh, because they're less corruptible. They're less easy to corrupt. Whereas cops get corrupted all the time. Good logic there. Good. I feel safe. All the narcos are ex-military. Hane, right? Says Red Dead. The cartel loves magic tricks. True story. I would be very fearful of being the cartel's magician because it's like, oh, do the trick, you fuck up, they kill you, or you do a trick that doesn't make them happy, they kill you. Or you let them know anything. You let anybody know who you're working for, they kill you. They kill you. There's no rhyme or reason. Let's see. Nah, you're the Cuban piggy. You could pass off and not let the cartel bother you. I still wouldn't want to go there. I would rather and talk about the interesting stuff. What interesting stuff? This is the tail end, by the way, stream. Maybe if I have like I'll put like a little graphic up saying like, hey, end of the stream, right? This is the more casual part, as you could tell by my stand-up, my stand-up position, right? Oh, this is my, hey guys, I'm just a casual stand-up right now. You guys believe what's on the news, right? Roe versus Wade. More like Doe versus Fade. Hey, oh man, I've seen that, by the way. I've seen that on an open mic. A guy have a panic attack stage. Oh God, worst. Why are you gonna do that to yourself? If you have a social anxiety, you're gonna put yourself to be judged by people. My fucking goodness. More stand-ups, says Phil Smith. Let's see. Pick a knife, Pablo. If Penguin stole your magic trick, at least the cartel would have your back. Well, I'm gonna watch that. I don't know why I X'd out my Microsoft Edge. I'm not gonna watch it on stream. That'd be a little bit dumb, right? By the way, I love MSN. MSN has the best news when you come into Bing, when you log in on Edge, right? So let's see what the first one that comes up is. Lets you know that these dudes thrive on. There was one about a baby being found in a fucking car. Vultures. The media is nothing but vultures. Let me go Craig Petty. Let me look up Craig Petty because I know that that little debate. I haven't watched most of it. Let's see, Craig Petty, YouTube, and of course this is gonna take me to fucking Bing. Fucking Bing. How do you use? Why would anybody use Bing as a search engine? It opens up other windows. to make sure that they keep being open. Ugh. I heard it's good for pornography though. But I guess before I end the stream, another Ron DeSantis ad. He's really keeping it hard here with these ads. Really hitting it hard. Let's see. Let me go and see this. But this, I'm gonna watch this after the stream. So after I'm done with the stream, the debate is so dumb. I figured, but I guess for Magic posterity, I have to watch it. I saw his other video, right? It's a different trick. I think it's a different trick. If you see the performances, they're different. I don't understand what the bid is. He's looking for a credits, right? And the fact that he sent them a trick that was a similar effect in 2015 when she started doing Magic in 2014. So it's like, yeah, I was doing this before she was. So understand what the bid is here. Unfortunately, Magic it's a race, right? Which is why people often come out with shitty products, because they're rushing at the market because they want to beat other people that have similar ideas. And magicians are just the worst, right? You'll show them something, and then 2 years down the line, oh, hey, guess what's coming out with this? Right? So that tends to be the case in Magic quite often. I'm glad I'm on the peripheral, right? I'm glad I'm on the peripheral here, and I'm not in league with any particular bit, because obviously, Penguin is going to be biased towards their way. But objectively here, right? Or subjectively, I guess. But from the outsider looking in, right? There's no need to credit. It's a different trick. It's a similar effect, but it's a different trick. And the method is vastly different. So I don't get what it is. The beta's so dumb. We'll see you next week, Piggy. You should give me mod. I'll catch you next week. Both effects are subpar. I agree. It's a dumb thing. Oh, look, you rub it and it changes. Oh, like, it's just another magician porn. It's something that you'll never do, I believe. And it's just magic porn for magicians to just fodder over. Let's see this one. Hi, by the way, I love these emails. Whenever they say, hey, PigCake, and they call me PigCake with 2 E's, I know that it's a scam, and they're just, they somehow got my email in an email list. I fucking hate that, and I get so many of these that are just obnoxious. Imagine what Amanda thinks. She's an up-and-coming magician, and this fat Warhammer 40k wants his name on her trick. Yeah, that could be the other part too, right? That it's like, oh, you're trying to capitalize on something. But it's a different thing. I'm trying to come up with a good comparison, right? It's like a flap almost. So you pitched an idea of a flap. Now, I'm not saying that magic companies haven't done this, because they have done this. I know several people that they've pitched a thing to a fucking magic company, and oh, what a coincidence! Within a short span of time, they happen to be releasing something very fucking similar, if not the same thing. That happens. It's very often. But when it comes to shit like this, it's a different thing. And in Magic, one little change could go for a world of difference, right? So in Magic, you could change one aspect of a trick, and it's a completely different thing. Completely different. So I think it's the same thing with this. Here he has 2 cards, I believe. He's doing this weird bits where the card is torn in half. And then he's like, oh, so here's the 10 or whatever the fuck. Would this be better if this is a 5? It's a 5 now. How about now? Right? And then he shows the fact that it changed. In her trick, she shows the card. It's different. She rubs it. It changes. Right? They're both different. They're the same, similar effects, but they're different. So I don't understand what this is. And I'm interested to see what they stretch this out for an hour. And yeah, I'm not going to watch this. Never mind. This is an hour. I can't even see that. Is this 50? That's 50? An hour 50? Are you fucking having a laugh? No, thank you, dude. I mean, I know Perseus is based. He has his head on right. I had one conversation with him. Lengthy conversation about magic and stuff. He's a great dude. But I don't know. It's an hour and 50-minute debate on this trick. Oh, God. Shin Lim used Elliot Gerard's chip to the table effect and his ending routine, and he's not bitching about it. Yeah, it's the what I think it's the same shit. It's a trick that's magician porn, right? At the end of the day, both of them are magician porn. This one I think is a little bit more. The method is the limitations of his thinking and his experience in magic, and also the limit of his resources is what allowed him to come up with his version, which you have to tear the card, you make the joke, and then you show the change. And then obviously Amanda has her way of thinking. Maybe she had different people to help her out with that trick. It's just the product of your upbringing in magic, right? So I don't get what the whole thing is here. He wants his name on that. I don't think so. I just watched it today. You could skip it. Okay, thank you for that. Percy's argument is the worst. So what's, just to save me time here, what's his argument? I don't get what his argument is, because the comments are fairly positive as far as their side, right? So they seem fairly lenient. Let's see if I can zoom in here. If only I could put my microphone on a device that I could hold it in. Oh, okay. So let's control and zoom because I'm blind. Very insightful to hear the other side of the story. It's bummer it took a half hour of Aaron and Perseus being paraphrased incorrectly and some wild confusion to get the point. That they just clarity. So yeah, so they're positive on that. I do agree with Perseus, even though there's no right or wrong. I do wish Craig didn't interrupt them. I don't have a dog in this fight. I do think to a layman the effect is the same. I do agree with that. I think to a layman, ultimately the effect is the same. Perseus won this debate. So Perseus, everybody's on Perseus' side here. So it might be worth to watch it for that. But Craig's argument is basically that Aaron should have released it himself in the 7 years between him showing a trick to Pingu and then releasing a similar one. Okay? And then I guess Perseus's argument is on I don't even know what his argument would be on. So I guess I have to watch it maybe. Ugh. God, I hate my virginity. Justin Miller is the only correct one in the comments. Did Justin Miller actually comment? I'm surprised I could. Oh no, I'm actually not on. I'm not logged in. But let's see if Justin Miller actually commented. Where is he? Did you troll me? Danny Marco, eh? Shout out to him and his Art of Astonishment project. Let's see if I could sort by new. And that's where Justin Miller comes up. Let's see. Hey, look at that. Speaking of, we got live here. We got Philly Smith here live saying I had a trick that I was going to release a penguin. We even recorded the tutorials and demos over in Ohio. And shortly before it was due to release, we discovered someone else as a trick that they already released that's very similar. And Pingu just didn't release it. This was fine, and they have the right to do so. I put it in my codex book. Okay, there you go. Right based. What was the other one? Fuck. I was gonna mention something, but I completely forgot what it was. It was to do with a trick. I guess my memory is really shitting the bed. Did you troll me? Is Justin Miller not here? You said you're not trolling. Okay. You have Stone. No, I don't see Justin Miller anywhere here. Oh, I was going to be on Justin Miller's nickname for me. Was Man Bun Faggot, which was always great. Right? Always great. Because I agree with that nickname. Jesus. Talk about deluded. Right? Go, hey, man. I love your magic. I'm a huge fan. I've always followed your stuff, and I think you're great. Oh, man, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Right? Why is this Man Bun Faggot following me around? He's recording me. Hey, Justin, is this the guy that's following you around recording you? No. What? Him? No, man. The fuck? This Man Bun Faggot. All right, dude. All right. Meth was that good in Ohio. And Michael O'Brien chimes in. I don't know. I might watch it. Might not. Might just have it in the background while I'm taking a shite, as they say. Or Petrol. Petrol coming out of my bum. Fuck. Maybe YouTube deleted it. You had me look here for fucking Justin Miller comment. Which I'm always inclined to see because I'm sure he has the best takes on this stuff. He also writes like a fucking middle schooler. Jesus. I love this. You're going to call yourself the amazing Anthony, mind reader and magician. YouTube channel. Some of these comments, guys, or these titles for your YouTube. Then again, mine's PigCake. But then again, if I put my actual name, it would be probably flagged. We got him. We found one. Send him off to Guantanamo. Gonna rub a lot of magicians going away, but credit should be handled similarly to how chef/recipe handle it. Because at the end of the day, there's no way. There's way too much independent development on creating effects. Us magicians are willing to patent their effects, then gets exposed. This is why Coca-Cola does not patent his recipes. Have at it. Right. I mean, there's gonna be no solution. Fortunately, magicians are a bunch of virgins, right? Pig, you need to head up this way to West Palm, my guy. Well, I'm going to. I'm gonna visit Daniel at some point relatively soon. I know I'm gonna have to stay up there for a little while. He doesn't live in West Palm. He lives an hour and a half away. But I go to West Palm, so then we can meet up. But I'll go up there. I mean, especially with that fucking train. They have that train that goes up there for like $30. They give you unlimited booze. What? They pick you up at your house. You go to the fucking train station. They take you there. You're getting hammered on the train. Yeah, I'm down. But that's the stream. Thank you guys for watching. We talked about a lot of stuff. You can't say that we didn't talk about magic. We talked about magic, right? A lot of people, Ben Shapiro specifically in the comment section. And of course, Ben Shapiro would be one to complain with your beautiful, supple, wonderful sister. I guess I should mention that I have a thing for Jewish women. Arab man, I think it's taboo, and that's why I want it so much. That's a good way to end the stream here. Talk about my love of Jewish women. Oh God, their noses. A lot of people dislike the Jewish woman nose. I love it. I'd suck on it. I'd love the nose, the fair skin. Usually, a lot of them have fair skin. Beautiful, beautiful types of women there. And this is coming from, again, a Cuban Arab man, where we have Latin women that just have ridiculous bodies, right? No, I like a Jewish. But that's the stream. Thank you guys for watching. Let's see. Nancy Pelosi does insider trading.